Okay, good morning, everyone. I wanted to go over your assignment for today. The first thing that you want to do is go to Computer Apps, go to my website, and then go to Computer Apps, click on Assignments, and then you can click on Landscape Assignment, or I've also created a link in the post as well. So let's go over this assignment. You're going to be creating a landscape. You want to find a landscape image on Google Images without any man-made objects. So you want to create or have one that doesn't have any houses, roads, fences, piers, anything like that. You want nothing in it. And the size of your image needs to be somewhere around or larger than 900 by 600. And the reason for that is because we're going to be creating a slideshow of all of the finished products. So we want to make sure that they're large enough and they're not blurry. And I'll show you how to check the size on that in Google Images in just a minute. So I already went over number 2, no man-made objects in the image, in the original. I would suggest that you create a folder and name it landscape and save all of your images to that folder so you have, in case you maybe ruin it as you're working through your project or you accidentally delete it, you have a backup of that. You're going to save your original image twice. Landscape, your last name, and then landscape 1, and then last name, landscape 2. You're going to modify that second project for adding all of your other objects to it. So we need to have your original that's not touched ever, and then I'm going to show the finished product. So that's why we're saving it twice. You're going to add 10 images to your project, as you see in number 6, anything that's school appropriate. Make sure that if you are doing something that's outside, maybe a beach scene, that you make sure that everyone is dressed school appropriate. You can add buildings, roads, animals, people, water, anything like that. I also want this project, I want you to make sure that it is realistic looking. So I don't want any cartoon images. So please make sure that you're not doing that. It's easier to get away with mistakes if you have it actually looking like a cartoon. You can say, well, I meant to have it look that way. That's not what we're going for this time around. So I want you to make sure that you have it. Everything looks realistic and all your modifications look as though it's not photoshopped. So if you scroll down a little bit, you'll see a sample project. So this one you have a landscape, and then you have one with the background. The sky was changed, added a barn, a tractor, a fence. Notice that all of the objects that are in the front are a little bit bigger than the objects in the back, except for this one, whereas the barn is obviously a bigger object than maybe the horses. So that's the only thing with this one. So let me show you now how do you check for the size of your image. So if you open up Google Images, not it, there you go, Google Images, let me just open up another one. And we're going to put in here images, we're going to put in here landscape. And now right here's the key. Right here where it says tools, if you click on this and then go down to size and then go to large, you will bring back any large image. But let me show you a very common mistake. So say for instance someone wants to use this image right here and it's a perfect size, it's really large. I'm going to right click, go to copy image, open up my Photoshop, file new. Now remember, it's automatically reads my internal clipboard, so I don't have to change the size. I click OK, Control V. But look at that, it's a really small image. And up here on the tab, see where it says 100% right there? That means that you can't really enlarge this without it getting blurry. But here's where you messed up. With this, you have to make sure that you actually click on the image and then copy the larger image. So now I'm on the larger image. Now I can right-click, copy image, go back into Photoshop, file new. Again, I don't have to change the size, and you can already see that it's a much larger size. Click OK, Control V or edit paste, and now I'm viewing this at only 16%. but it's a much larger image. I can do a Control-0 and it automatically zooms in. So hopefully that helps you to get started. At this point, you would save it twice, once as your last name underscore landscape 1, and then last name underscore landscape 2. You're going to add 10 objects to this, making sure that it looks realistic. Make sure that you add shadows. The shadows are not part of the 10 images. And then you're going to turn both your original and this one in, but you will be working on this project for a couple days. All right, so have fun with this project, and I can't wait to see the creative ideas.